open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
All right, sports page sponsored today by JRR's 4th of July weekend, which will kick off the holiday weekend, be dropping in live tracks all weekend long here on JRR.
Yeah, starting with Mel, I believe. That's pretty cool.
All right, Bulldog, by the way, has been on vacation this week, so he's down somewhere in the Caribbean sunning his dome.
Yeah, Dominican Republic. He took a perfect time to do it. Slower sports, although there still are sports to be covered right now by a lyncher.
Yeah, quite a bit to get into here. We'll start with Major League Baseball results from yesterday. The Rays managed to top the A's 6-5, the final from Tampa. They will be off today as they head to Minnesota for a weekend series with the Twins starting tomorrow. Meanwhile, speaking of the Twins, they are in South Florida with a series with the Marlins. They secured a 2-1 win yesterday. They'll wrap up that series today with an early game at 12:10 in Miami. Other baseball news, the Dodgers pitcher Clayton Kershaw becomes the 20th ever to reach 3,000 strikeouts last night. He accomplished it in the 6th inning against the Chicago White Sox.
That's impressive, dude.
Yeah.
If you really stop to think about that, because think of his collegiate career in there, his before that, like when you're a Little Leaguer and travel ball guy, he's probably thrown 5,000, 6,000 strikeouts.
No kidding. And it is, I know the term rarefied air gets used sometimes, but it truly is when you're only the 20th in the history of Major League Baseball to do that, and only the 4th lefty to accomplish the 3,000 strikeout mark. He joins Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, and CC Sabathia as far as lefties go. United States men's national team wins their Gold Cup semifinal game against Guatemala, 2-1 the final from St. Louis, which saw more Guatemalan supporters in the stands than fans of the U.S. team. Go figure. They move on to the finals Sunday against Mexico. That will be Sunday evening from Houston at Energy Stadium.
That's cool.
So U.S. men's national team into the Gold Cup final game Sunday. In other soccer news, the U.S. Senate yesterday passed a $625 million security funding bill for the 2026 World Cup. It's now on to the House for final approval. This requested by 11 of the World Cup host cities here in the U.S., helping to defray the cost for security that will go into hosting that enormous event next year. NHL players are going to be permitted to return to Olympic play in the 2026 Olympics. It's been a while since the NHL permitted their players to play in the Olympics.
What was the reasoning?
It screws up the season.
Okay.
They have played before. In fact, the last time I think was 2014, but it's been a while. So
I remember the epic matchup back in the day.
What's that?
The U.S. men's hockey team versus...
are you talking about the Russia thing?
Yeah.
Oh, those were all amateurs.
Oh, okay.
The U.S. team was all amateurs, but the Russian team was not, which made it even more.
Part of the story, yeah. It's part of the big deal.
Which, that really started the debate about professionals, should they or should they not be in the Olympics. And I've always fallen on, hey, look, if you truly want the best of the best to be represented... it makes sense, right?
100%. And I say we go a step further and put that roid league in there, the steroid league that's getting together.
You got your enhanced games next year, Taco. Your wish is coming true. Are you going to be in Vegas for that?
I'm just saying they need to put the enhanced players in the Olympics. Let's go all out if you truly want your quote unquote best athletes.
Now, that's a little more of a debatable topic, but
I kid.
Moving right along. Looks like the New York Knicks are going to have a new head coach soon, and it's one with a pretty solid track record. Looks like they're going to scoop up Mike Brown. Look for an announcement on that probably today. Mm-hmm. We got a woman accusing the Buffalo Bills' Maxwell Hairston of sexual assault. Woman from Ohio has sued the Buffalo Bills' first-round draft pick, Maxwell Hairston, accusing him of sexually assaulting her in 2021 when they both attended the University of Kentucky. The suit alleges that Hairston went to the this woman's room without being invited and followed her into her room, and she declined to hang out with him after Hendricks expressed her name's what is her name? Rebecca Hendricks. After she expressed non-interest in engaging in sexual intercourse several times, she claims Hairston forcefully removed her pajama shorts, then assaulted her, according to the lawsuit. Let's see. This weekend, stuff to look forward to. Orlando City will face Charlotte FC. That's a road game on Saturday at 7:15. And then motorsports, Chicago street race for the NASCAR Cup Series this weekend in Chicago. That's Sunday afternoon. And then, of course, F1 action. I can't tell if the lights are on or off at the F1 desk. Silverstone, the British Grand Prix.
In the Brits, yeah. We're at British Grand Prix, and who's the winner? Piastri. He's taking it, even though I called him last week.
Okay, that'll be Sunday morning at 10 o'clock our time, if you want to check that one out. I believe it is on ESPN2 on Sunday morning. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
F1 Desk. Appreciate it. And that, my friends, is your sports page for this morning.
Listen, Taco.